I'm Crispina French, and I call myself a used clothing alchemist. And to me, that means that I take used clothing and turn it into new things. I make all sorts of things. And today, I'm going to show you guys how to make aprons out of t-shirts. So there's 3 different size shirts I have here just to show you some examples of what you can do. This is kind of a lady's shirt. Here's your typical kind of average men's sort of traditional style t-shirt. And then you can also make these with children's size t-shirts, and they're wonderful for children. They're actually a lot of parents that I've taught this technique to are excited about doing it with their kids at school in September. They're great for painting smocks, they're great for cooking. If you really like the process, you can develop it a little bit further and put pockets on, and kids can wear them for all different kinds of messy activities. This is the child size shirt we're going to make into an apron. And the first thing you want to do is just smooth it out on a nice flat work surface. Get rid of as many wrinkles as you can. And then start at the bottom corner cutting. I use a nice sharp pair of fabric scissors that I don't use to cut anything other than fabric. And I start at the bottom corner and cut to about 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches below the armpit on either side. Then turn your shirt over. Start at the top of the cut on one side and just cut straight across the back of the shirt, just the top layer. So you're just cutting through the back of the shirt. And there we go. Just cut that little rectangular piece right off. There's a little pile of waste there. Then we have another cut. You're going to cut straight across from armpit to armpit, so you'll have a band running across the back that's about 2.5 or 3 inches wide. Okay, now we're going to turn the shirt back over, looking at the front of the shirt again. We're going to start cutting at the armpit, and we're going to cut to the corner of the neck edge there. And then cut right around the back of the neck. So we're going to cut that crew neck finish right. We're going to cut off the fabric below the band of the neck. There we go. When you get to the other shoulder seam, stop. And then just to make it even, I'm going to move it around a little bit here. Again, starting from the armpit seam, being careful just to cut through the top layer. Cut right up to that corner of the neck there again, where you left off. So now you have another piece of waste material, just to discard there. And turn your shirt back over, so now you're looking at the band on the back. We're going to cut this in half the long way. And as you can see, my cuts aren't perfectly straight. It really doesn't matter. And then you have 2 narrow strips in the back. There we go. I'm going to cut one off on one side, opening that way. And then I'll come over on this side and cut the other one, opening this way. And then I'm just going to smooth out that little corner that is left behind. And there's an apron. So here's the apron that we made today. This is the guy size shirt that we started out with, and you can knot the ends if you want to. The kid's apron is here, and that's suitable for a kid anywhere from probably 2 to maybe 5 or 6 years old. And then the lady's apron is here, and that's another cute little, color accent you can add to your day and keep your clothing clean. So if you've enjoyed this tutorial, which I hope you have, you're welcome to come back again and see what else we're up to. And I'm, like I said to start with, I call myself a used clothing alchemist. I have a little PDF available on my in my shop online. If you guys are interested, you can pick this up if you need a little extra help getting started. You can download it from etsy.com/shop/Crispina material. You can also order one that's printed, and I can send one to you with a sample apron if that's helpful. This is my book called The Sweater Chop Shop, and it'll teach you all sorts of other interesting, fun projects to do with used clothing as raw material. Just to give you one idea, here's a sweater. And I teach workshops in sweater making as well. I have one scheduled for September 23rd coming up this year in just a couple months. So those are all sorts of things you can do with your discarded clothing. Thank you.